time to celebrate tonight. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Ah, nice shot by Morris. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Towns a screen on George. Edwards for three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Wall, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Shot's good by Towns.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George against Edwards. Lets the three fly. Beyond the arc. Outside Russell to the inside.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Leonard outside. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Edwards against George. Towns a screen on George. Here's Edwards. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Fast break. Here we go. George finds Zubac. Edwards against Wall. Clock at 6. For 3. George gets the 3 ball to go.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Leonard. Now here's Wall. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
McDaniels passes to Towns, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball. One minute left to play in the first quarter. Wall, the pass to Morris. Here's Leonard. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Covington. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Good.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Batum with a screen on Russell. Batum outside. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Towns has got 6 points.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Powell outside. That'll count. And that's not going to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Russell to pass to Towns. Edwards for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. 6 points for him.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
There's Jackson with the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Towns. 6 points for him. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, PA, rather than a shooter, because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
Now here's McDaniels.
LA foul.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Rivers, defended by Jackson. Fires from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. On the break. And it's Noel with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Rivers. Pass to Prince. Here's Anderson. And so he draws the foul. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is
No
under
doubt
review.
there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Another round of applause for the First Avenue Breaker.
He's off on the first.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
George's shot is good. George has got 5.
And you see Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Rivers, following the score by the Clippers. Reed, a slam dunk by Reed.
That's just unselfish. In the past, maybe Austin Rivers thinks about shooting it or holding on to the ball to take it himself.
Zubac finds Leonard. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Anderson with a screen on Wall. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anderson gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
George outside. Pass to Wall. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Here's Noel. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Up top, Anderson. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Substitution on the board.
.51 seconds left in the second quarter. George outside. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. George passes to Wall. Now here's George. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Towns passes to Gobert. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there. Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Timberwolves shooting a nice 50% for the game. Edwards against George. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
George has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And Towns slams it home.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
And here's Zubats outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Towns. Back to Daniels. Here's Towns. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. Toombs checked in for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for Wall. Powell with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Morris outside. Counted from distance.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Edwards against George. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. They throw good. Edwards. He does not get the second one. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
George passes to Leonard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up. That one's off.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
5 on the clock. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers trail. It's tipped out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Leonard on the wing. Powell outside. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George demonstrating how elite he can be. It's a little tricky that time. I love it.
Here's Prince. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Hits the three-pointer. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
George outside. Morris outside. Here's Batum. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Batum knowing how to get to the rack.
Here's Rivers. Powell covers. Reed, a screen on Powell. Pass to Reed. The three. And another three from Minnesota.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Morris sets a screen. George passes to Batum. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And Batum has the answer locked and loaded from the three-point line.
Reed, a screen on Powell. Rivers. Ooh, it's stolen away. George for three. Out to Leonard. 32 seconds left in the third. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Rivers. Powell covers. The drive by Rivers. Can't hit from in close. Leonard outside. Batum sets a screen. Oh, got a piece of it. The 15-footer. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Prince in at the three. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Fader on the way. Goes back up. Batum with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Covington. Pass to Powell. Picked by Covington. Powell outside. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For three, Covington. Prince grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Rivers, covered by Covington. Reed, a screen on Covington, down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the openings.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyron had some advice for the team. He told them to be patient, work deep into the clock if you have to, but get good shots. He doesn't want them to look up at the scoreboard. He wants execution on each of its plays.
Appreciate the report, Allie. George against Edwards. Morris outside. Wall, the pass to Morris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And Leonard drops them both. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Now Edwards. Outside for Russell. Shot clock at 6. Towns finds Russell. And here's Edwards outside. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Gobert up top. Pass to Towns. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Leonard. Zubac's with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Leonard against McDaniels. It's good. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Outside Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris. George outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Outside Russell. That three's off the mark. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Right side Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up top. And Gobert with the stuff.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris, a screen on McDaniels. Stolen by Russell. Stolen by Wall. Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Edwards. The three ball.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
So we...
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. And here's Morant. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Welcoming any physicality on his way up. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Bane against Edwards. Outside, Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And a wide open look for Bane. Jackson misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Memphis. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Morant with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Edwards from deep three-point territory. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Morant kicks to Adams. Morant looking around. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
With his ability to create or attack the rim, look, that jumper is always going to be available for Morant.
Edwards inside, guarded by Bane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10, and Jackson gets it to go.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here is Russell. Here's Gobert. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Payne for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves go the other way with it. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Adams. On deep. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant finds Brooks. Adams outside. Outside Jackson. Morant right side. No good on the triple. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, I think they're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to have to be a
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Now, here is Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet for him. And Towns gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Conchar. And the wide open shot from Green. And another miss by Memphis. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Towns the screen. Here's McDaniels. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. 29 seconds left in the first. Jones, no one around him, and nothing is falling for him right now. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Outside, Jones fires for 3. And again, Memphis, no good. Outside, Edwards. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
First team foul.
Aldama passes to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Kicks it to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Aldama.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That's his first foul. Towns down low. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Here's Aldama. No points in the game yet for him. 3-pointers off the mark. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Towns. Russell dishes to Gobert. Back to Russell. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steal. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
To the middle, McDaniels. No good. Great D that time from Green. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jones against Russell. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the left side wing. Back to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Knocks down the 3-ball. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And for Memphis, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Passes it to Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's a screen from deep three-point range. Rivers can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Reed from outside the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Jackson looking around. There's the three. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. The dish to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock.
And one of these modern leagues who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Numbers last year for them just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
On the wing, Jackson. Plenty of space. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Pass to Prince. Stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant with the ball. The tray. Oh, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can...
The previous play is
to the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And he makes all 3. 1:06 left now here in the second. Payne against Edwards. He kicks it to Towns. And he's good on the 3-ball. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
And with that 3-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Grizzlies?
Here's Morant. Right side Jackson. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Jackson from past the arc. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Edwards against Payne. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Bucket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little...
Thanks, David. And we'll be...
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 23. The Grizzlies, 33.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at center. Such a wide open look. Morant's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Grizzlies. Bane against Edwards. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Back to Adams. It's deflected. From deep. Kept alive, Minnesota. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Another shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
And he can hurt you with his jumper also. Jackson's confidence is rising after draining that one.
Towns, a screen on Bane. Pass to Towns. And here is McDaniel. Back to Towns. Over Jackson. Towns, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. Adams with the screen on Russell. Morant passes to Adams, and that one drops.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
The Grizzlies have an exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Now here's McDaniel. He's tightly guarded. High post, Gobert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Gobert with a screen on Bane. Plays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 10.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Outside, Bane. To the inside, out to Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Bane. Morant outside. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 13-point game. Rivers scanning the floor. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Green left side. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jones. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Aldama. over Anderson, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .104 left in the third. It's Rivers on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Rivers hits both of them. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Aldama. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Concho. Stolen by Reed. Rivers against Jones. Rivers kicks to Reed. And he banks in the layup.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Can they get it? Reed with the block. Here is Forbes. He got it up, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies lead by 7. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Rivers. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Over to the wing. Here's Concho. And a miss there on the triple.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Jones against Prince. And the layup falls.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Jones, the pass to Concho. Green taking his time here. Stolen by Rivers. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Prince wide open. Drills it from outside.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Here they come. Now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. Both free throws good from Morant. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. That one misses. And Memphis the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Edwards drawing the double team. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 6 points for Jaden McDaniels.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are
seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Morant outside. And they double up Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Morant. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be... a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Russell against Morant. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And a little wrinkles in Russell's game at that time with a sweet up fake.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Russell against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with him.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Launches it. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Karl-Anthony Towns.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Morant drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
So we can't get either to fall. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
On the wing, Brooks. Out to Morant. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Russell against Payne. Oh, here's Edwards. Guarded close. And finished off by Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Morant against Towns. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
And he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's the first that will put them up by 2.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Payne for 3. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin.
coming up for you. Alongside Hall of Famers, we've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Moran. Pass to Adams, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Wall, the pass to George. Morris, a screen on Bain. It's George with the drive. That one drops for him.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the middle. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. George passes to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Zubac, screen. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Moran, counted.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
That one goes. Count it.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Here's Morant. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Bain, back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Morant with it, guarded now by George. Three-pointer, Brooks, poke loose, and out of bounds. The Clippers will take it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
A line change here for Memphis. Aldama, no good. The Clippers have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Leonard passes to George. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Pass to Aldama to halt the run, and he dunks it down. Look out below. You got no chance of defending him right there. Ball finds George. 1:02 left in the first quarter here. And George with the jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And they're on the run. And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
They set a pick. Green against Leonard. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Aldama grabs a board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Leonard way outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's man in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive it and finish. Yes, sir. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. Brooks comes in for Green. Bane, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Back to Jackson. Fires the 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's man. Brooks defending. Powell for 3. Not going to go that time. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And here's Morant outside. Clark finds Morant. Clark with a screen on Jackson. And here's Morant outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. For 3, Powell. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Clark. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Outside Covington. Pass to Batum. And he was fouled. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
First team.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Adams checked in for Memphis. And the first one at the line is good. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Jackson, the pass to Batum. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Back to man. For 3, Covington. They grab their own miss. Pass to man. And here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. There's a minute 17 left in the half. Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Pass to Morant. Deflects the pass. On the break. George passes to Zubac. 41 seconds left in the first half. Ball for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Outside Morant, inside. Here's Adams.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
That one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. The Clippers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to Wall from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
George outside. 3 seconds left. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively. An efficient night from the line.
Thanks very much, Allie. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard. George outside. Morris passes to Leonard. Sends it home from three-point land. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Morris outside. They get it again. Kicks it to George. Morris outside. Bane against Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Adams finds Bane. Back to Adams. The Clippers grab the miss.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. Zubac's shot is off. Outside Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And the second free throw is good. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Morris. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. 7 points in the game.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George against Bane. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Jackson on the wing. He's guarded by Zubac. Here's Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Out left to the wing. Wall, the pass to Morris. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Jackson's got 5.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Zubac passes to Wall. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Morris. Back to Wall. The kick out to Morris for 3. The shot comes out, and the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to draw the foul by Jackson Jr. Remember, his dad was an NBA player, part of why he's got a great hoops IQ.
And he's good on the second. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. George draws the double. Now Leonard. He's got 9. Shot from the low post is good. 11 points in the game.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Brooks outside. Jackson against Morris. Jackson, pass to Bane. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Jackson outside. He gets it up. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And the Grizzlies shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Moran against Leonard. To the middle. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Leonard on the wing. Takes the 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Leonard's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Outside Morant. Back to Bane. From deep. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Leonard on the wing. Here's the 3. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Yeah, just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Jackson on the wing, guarded by Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. George with a steal. Moran against Leonard. George outside. Pass to Wall. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 14 points now in the second half. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Morris for 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, we know this about Marcus Morris. If you give him an opportunity, regardless if it's inside or outside the arc, he's going to take it.
Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pass to Man. Down low. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Man. Green covering. Batum outside. 5 to shoot. Going inside. And he makes it on the layup.
I'll tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
Here's Conjar. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Looking to end the run. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Clark finds Jones. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Conchar, good.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Pass to Powell. Clippers keep it alive.
They grab the long rebound, resetting the shot clock.
Memphis has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth. Jackson with it. For 3, Covington. And Powell with the stuff.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to man. Covington with it. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Picked by Covington. For 3, Powell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Conchar. They get it back. Here's man. There's the triple. No good that time. Off on that one. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now, here's George. Clock at 6. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
First team time.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now George, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. George with the bucket.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Edwards against Leonard. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Russell kicks to Towns. The pass to McDaniels. On the top of the key. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard the pass to Morris. Now here's Zubac. Morris with the screen for Leonard. Back to Zubac. Outside for George. Clock at 4. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Zubac a screen on Edwards. Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Inside. Leonard looking around. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. This one for 3. Drops in the tray. Russell's got 6.
Sliding and gliding off the pick and roll. Russell makes the smart choice to take it himself.
Zubac a screen on Russell. Morris kicks to Wall. Going inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Oh, here's Edwards. He has 5. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. A 3 ball. Towns, no luck. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Screen by McDaniel. Over to the left wing. Towns down low. Morris is there. Towns, no luck. The Clippers in the lead. The Clippers have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. First one falls for. Leonard hits them both. Now Edwards. And he
Yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Here's Leonard after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. That one good for 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now Edwards. Following the three-point attempt by John Wall. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. It's rebounded by Leonard. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Towns a screen on Wall. Russell from long range. Doesn't go that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Driving inside. And McDaniels with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Here's Mann. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Now here's Prince. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Powell. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes to Mann. Shot clock at 6. Back to Powell. Beyond the arc.
Well, they love to see that kind of defense from Forbes, working hard at all aspects of his game. That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Rivers against Jackson. To halt the run. Rivers can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Minnesota calls timeout. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Towns. Crafty move, and he sinks the layup. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Clippers.
The drive by Jackson.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both.
The Clippers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Towns up top, defended by Covington. Good D by Covington. Clippers leading by 10. It's Jackson with the drive. It's not going to go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive, Minnesota. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, boy, you are in for a show.
Pass to man. Jackson against Russell. Jackson down low. Can't cash in from close range. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 8-point game. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Sinks the three-pointer. Russell's got 9.
And, you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Powell, the pass to Covington. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. No good on that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a thank you, David. We'll be back after. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in a point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now, here's McDaniel. Defended by George. 6 on the shot clock. And a deep 3 from Russell.
A strong defender is John Wall, capable of guarding multiple positions. He wants to shut down whoever he's assigned to.
Outside Leonard. Morris outside. Down low. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Russell from deep three-point territory. Paul George grabs the miss. The Clippers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. They get it again. McDaniels. Here's Gobert. They shoot again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Torian Prince comes in for McDaniels. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. And Wall kicks to Morris. Outside, George. With the drive. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that, right?
Now here's Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Rivers. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Anderson with the screen for Rivers. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 6. And Wall kicks to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 6. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Austin Rivers. Morris with a screen on Prince. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
From deep, Prince. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Morris takes a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Wall passes to Leonard. There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Rivers with it. Guarded now by Morris. Leonard with the steal. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And Wall with the slam.
Boy, the lethal quickness coming into play in transition that time by John Wall. He is extremely fast in the open court.
It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. They've got Torian Prince, Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Rivers, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Outside, George. Out to Morris. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Here's George following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And the pass to McDaniels. There's Russell with the 3. Lets it go with the 3. And they get it back. Edwards passes to Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And if he gets looks that plainly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. George finds Morris. Zubac, a screen on Russell. And Wall. Here we go now.
Boy, that was
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time.
The previous play is under review.
In closer detail, what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now here's Leonard. On the wing, Morris. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Wall kicks to George. Back to Wall. And here's Morris for 3. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 21. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. There's a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. CLA's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. A 3 from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now
for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Now here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. There's 37 seconds left in the game. There's the lob to Towns. It's stolen by Wall. Now here is Morris. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Knocks it loose. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be the big men in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Here's Conchar. Back to Morant. Adams with a screen on Russell. From deep, Morant fires in the triple.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Six to shoot. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Adams. Jackson outside. No good on the triple. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Adams finds Morant, and the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's Russell. The 3. Drains the triple.
Yeah, in the pick and roll, you have to account for Russell. He's looking to score.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Jackson the screen. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Bain. That one doesn't drop. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Edwards can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that
one. First team foul. At the line for your
The free throw drops for Morant.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Now here's Morant on the wing, Bain. To the paint. Here's Adams. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Dylan Brooks checked in for Memphis. Here's Morant. It's blocked by Gobert.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
Morant against Russell. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards on the wing. Brooks defending. Morant against Russell. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Tries again. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Morant against Russell. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside Russell. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. It's Edwards with a drive.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he needs to be a premier defender. Dylan Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
The free throw drops for Morant. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Jackson. Green's checked in for Bane. And it's Jones in for Morant. Green, the pass to Jones. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The score now all even.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far. Russell from outside knocks down the triple. Russell's got 6.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
On the wing, Jones, guarded by Russell. Back to Jones. Fires it from 18. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
It's McDaniels on the wing. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Pass to Aldama from deep three-point range. No luck on that one. Towns for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Xavier Tillman. Danny Green is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Now Russell. 6 points for him. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Towns, and the layup is good.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he could take it right back up.
Pass to Tillman. Back to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Tillman. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Green for 3. And he buries his first look. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. Pass to Aldama from behind the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Gobert with a screen on Jones. The 3 from Russell. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Aldama, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Towns. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. And he can't get the first one. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Rivers is subbed in for Russell. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Adams a screen. Here's Morant on the take. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
And Morant drops them both. The Timberwolves trail. And Morant over to help to the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the break. Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. There's the three. Rebound Minnesota. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Reed sets a screen. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. Reed's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Doesn't go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses.
Shooting one.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Reed to screen on Jackson. Pass to Reed. Let's go with a three. And another three from Minnesota.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Morant, the pass to Jackson.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
Jaren Jackson, I think about his mobility on the defensive end. He can dart out to the perimeter shooters and recover to the paint better than most guys his size.
Here's Rivers, pounded by Morant. Pass to Reed. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Morant with it. 9 points in the game. Here's Conchar. Pass to Jackson. 1 second left. And we're through the first half of play here. Appreciate it, Allie.
The Grizzlies, 25. The Timberwolves, 26.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard position.
Threading the needle right there. Rivers does a good job of executing with the pass.
From deep, Morant. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Pass to Reed. Tipped. On the wing, Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Reed can't hit.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Morant finds Jackson, fires the 3, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not only is Jaren a viable option from 3, he's a primary threat from there. That's how good of a shooter he is.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. Deflects the pass. Adams, the pass to Morant. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards.
John Carter. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Out to the wing. Here's Towns. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Ooh, can't get the double clutch layup to drop.
Creativity at its best, but scoreboard points are worth more than style points.
Pass to Green. Here's Aldama. Oh, got a piece of it. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels with it. He's picked up by Jones. And stolen by Green. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Aldama no good.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Over to the left wing. Outside, Green. Pass to Aldama from downtown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked by Gobert. And he gets it back. They get it back. Outside for Brooks. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time.
Tyus Jones. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Free throw, no good for Russell.
They're so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Towns down low. Back to Russell. Over Jones. And too long on the shot. Memphis leading. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. Now here's Jones. Guarded by Russell. Here's Aldama. 4-3. And another miss by Memphis.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Aldama. Green for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And the Grizzlies call time here. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. Morant uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Left side, Morant. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. And it's Bane in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Towns finds Gobert. Now here's Towns. From deep. And they recover it. Puts up a three. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis trailing here. Morant, the pass to Adams. Inside. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
To the middle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Nice move. Wow! Crazy good!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Now McDaniels, defended by Jackson. McDaniels can't hit.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Here's Conchar. This one for three. He buries it from three. Conchar's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Russell against Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his third foul so far. Brooks, he's checked in for Conchar. Bane comes with a double. Gobert with a screen on Bane. To the middle. Gobert with the bucket. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Back to Morant. Outside Bane. Here's Adams. Oh, can't finish the one-handed jam. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Edwards finds Towns. 1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Russell against Morant. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Russell from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brooks drives in. Can't connect from short range for Minnesota. They've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Edwards for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. .56 seconds left in the final quarter. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good off the glass.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
Memphis with the ball. 9-point game. Jackson for 3. Russell with the rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Knocks it down from distance.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
From deep. Missed it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. Jackson passes to Brooks. Wall grabs the board.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Screen by Adams. Jackson kicks to Morant. Jacks up a three. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce. Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Now George, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. George passes to Zubac. 6 to shoot, to the paint. Back to Morris. A three. It's hauled in by Adams. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Leonard on the wing. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Leonard.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this one.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Here's George, and Adams sends it back. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Ball against Bain. 5 to shoot. A three from Morris. Sinks the triple.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Here's Morant. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Leonard. Brooks grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Bain with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Wall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Here's Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Defended by George. And Adams with the slam.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Bain against George. Morris outside. A three from Leonard. That shot misses. And Memphis the other way now. Left side, Adams. Outside, Bain. Morant passes to Jackson. Into the lane, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Brooks with the bucket.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Now here's Morant for three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. George takes it off the glass.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Here's Morant. He takes it in. That one doesn't go. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. George against Bain, and George kicks to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jackson against Jones. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Passes it to Batum. Here's Mann. Outside, Covington. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson misses. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jones up top, guarded by Jackson. Aldama passes to Green. Here's Conchar. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Jones. That's tipped.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Driving the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. 1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Clippers leading by 4. Man passes to Covington. Covington setting the pick for Jackson. Kicks it out to Covington. Hit him clean. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the middle. And the dunk by Covington.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson, just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Tillman's shot is off. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Offensive rebound. Manny battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Green. Pass to Aldama. Takes it inside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Batum. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Man passes to Covington. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Green up on top. Pass to Concho. Here's Aldama. Guarded by Powell. Out to the right wing. Here's Conchar. And there's the pass to Aldama.
Multiple defensive positions is why Covington has the value he does for this team.
Thank you, David. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Clippers leading by 6. And George, here we go.
Paul George does a great job changing.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Wall. Leonard the pass to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. And George kicks to Morris. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got 5 rebounds tonight. A putback.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Chalk up 2 there. Leonard's got 10 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Wall. Over in the corner, Zubats. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Give him a round of applause, everyone. Your Grizzlies dance team.
And he makes the first.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Morant against Leonard for the three. Morant with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And George gets it to go.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
Morant drives in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Kawhi Leonard. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Both free throws good from Morant. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. And George kicks to Zubats. Wall wide open. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
Here's Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Leonard the pass to Wall. Morris with the screen for Wall. And another three for the Clippers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Brooks. Rebound by John Wall. LA has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Leonard kicks to Wall. In the corner, it's Morris. Misses the three.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Back to Brooks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Zubats with the screen for Wall. Up top, Leonard. Brooks covering. Outside, Wall. Morris with a screen on Morant. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a three. Morris, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Morant passes to Bain. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Morant kicks to Bain. Brooks with no one around. That three off the mark. Clippers leading by 13. On the wing, Morris. And he stays with it. And here's Wall outside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant, that's for 2. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Count it. Good. Adams has got 6.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And Wall. Here we go now. George passes to Zubac. And here's Leonard. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead. Heading. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Leonard with the steal. Goes up. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
On the wing, George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Now, here's Wall. George looking over the floor. Morris passes to Wall. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the dunk by Zubac.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass.
And that one's good, Morant.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Outside Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Paul George with the steal. On the wing, Morris. Morris with a screen on Morant. Out to Morris. Right side, George. Outside, Leonard. 5 on the clock. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Jackson finds Brooks. Offensive rebound. Morant against Leonard. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Offensive rebound. Out to Brooks. Fires the 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
He gets it in there.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Morant following the basket by Marcus Morris. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from George. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morant with it. George picks him up. To the inside. Stolen by George.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Now, here is Morris. Zubac's a screen on Jackson. Scooped up. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. Fires from deep. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the Clippers. They've got a 22 run going. What a pace. Jackson misses. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. Here's Aldama. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Now Jackson passes it to Mann. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.